What's up, everyone? I think we're getting live now. We'll give it a few seconds to actually come up. We're going to be answering questions for a little bit because I just felt like getting on and helping you guys out with Shopify and Amazon and Facebook ads or life in general, if you want to talk about that. So I'm going to hop on and we're going to answer some questions for a little bit with all of you beautiful ninjas. So let's do this. Get the chat going. Get the live stream health going. What's up, Tiago? What's up, Austin? What's up, everyone? You good, bro? Good, bro. Yeah, I'm good. What's up, Scott? Oh, everybody's signing on now with the little 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. What's up, Darren? What's up, Austin? I love your content, man. You're a legend. One of the few real internet marketers on YouTube. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to put out actual content rather than just like BS. Do you like apples? Yeah, I like apples. I mean, I'm a fan of Granny Smith, and Gaia apples are actually really good too, but I like the Bartlett pears from Costco. Those things are legit. I was getting consistent sales and Facebook ads stopped performing. Have you checked the relevancy score and things like that, targeting apathy? Because sometimes, like if you're getting enough impressions but no one's clicking on it, Facebook deems it irrelevant. You'll have to start a brand new campaign and then tweak your copy, maybe change your ad. So that people are actually engaging with it, because if people aren't engaging with it, Facebook will basically kill it. Jello from NYC. What's up, William? What's up, Nara? Fix your mic, bro. It sucks. Very low volume. Oh, really? It's because it's on my phone. Let's get it a little bit closer. Let's try that. Can you guys hear me better? Hi, Kevin. Thanks for replying so quickly on Facebook with my messages, even though you're busy AF. Yeah, you're welcome, Nara, Jessel. What's up, William? What's up, Jacob? What's up, Tiago? Why my shop now button does not work? Probably because the linking structure is incorrect. I would check to see where it's actually linking to. Is AliExpress the best? I mean, it's the best for what it's made for sure. Like, there's no other kind of directory of drop shippers and things like that exists anywhere besides AliExpress. They really dominate that market. Why do people who buy from our sites not buy from AliExpress? It's the same thing, right? Like, you could go to Target, you could go to Walmart, you could go to Amazon, and you could try to find the cheapest product. But people are lazy. They don't do that. They don't understand that there's other ways. They don't know AliExpress exists. We have to remember that we're kind of in a select group. Just because you and me and the people watching this know what AliExpress is, 99% of the world does not know what AliExpress is. They know what Amazon is, they know what Walmart is, but they've never heard of AliExpress. If they see a cool product that has the right price, that is interesting to them, targeted correctly on Facebook, they'll buy it. They're not going to go check, and they're not going to, it just doesn't happen like that. Kevin, you have an awesome Instagram feed. Thank you. Nice tan, Hope. Thanks, Buraziru. What's up, George? What's up, Joseph? Can we use Amazon Warehouse for Shopify products? Yeah, you can. It's called multi-channel fulfillment, so MCF. So Google search how to set up MCF for Shopify, and they'll show you how to do it. Can I start dropshipping anywhere in the world? Yeah, absolutely. You good, bro? Yeah, still good. Hi, bro. Oh man, there's so many questions coming in. Sorry, it keeps resetting the feed. How do you get into the buy box? Are you doing promotions or are you starting with PPC? I mean, you get the buy box mainly for having prime shipping available. That's the biggest factor, but also like deliverability rates, making sure that you ship things on time, having a price within what Amazon calls the price band restriction. Thanks for always responding on FB. You're the only one who always responds. You're welcome, Sensational. Hey Kevin, in your Facebook ads course, will there be content on how to grow your company's Instagram page? Yeah, absolutely. The Facebook ads course is going to have a big component of Instagram. It's one of the things that I'm focusing on most right now. Like, I'm doing Instagram stories all the time. I have a team working with me to kind of help, bring new followers into my Instagram. Like, literally like a month ago, I had 5,000 followers for Official Kevin David, and now that same exact page has 37,000. So we've been adding about 1,000 followers every single day, which is pretty cool. PPC is eating all of my profits, then spend more time on it, right? Like PPC, you can the point of PPC is to iterate. It's to look at what's working, scale that up. It's to look at what's not working, scale that down or pause it, and then start to test with more like long tail keywords. Like if you're selling a garlic press, instead of advertising for garlic press like everyone else is, advertise for like stainless steel jumbo garlic press. So like it's 5 words, it's a long tail, it's going to be cheaper, and if that's what your product actually is, people are going to convert on it at a much higher rate. Should you run Facebook ads and Amazon ads? Also, should you run automatic PPC and manual PPC? Ninja for life. I run Facebook ads and Amazon ads. I mean, you can have a totally viable, huge empire on Amazon without ever using Facebook ads. I don't use automatic campaigns anymore. I used to try to, I used to think that they were somewhat useful, but to be honest, automatic campaigns are mainly for people who don't know how to do PPC right. Would you recommend creating a store around the entire niche or a specific sub-niche store within that niche? Example, cats as a general niche versus Tomcats to relate more to one sub-niche of customers. Yeah, definitely a sub-niche, Austin. That's why I give like a pit bull as an example, right? Like pit bulls are dogs, obviously, but it's much more specific. If somebody loves a pit bull, they're only going to buy pit bull related stuff. Just because they love a pit bull, which also happens to be a dog, they're not going to buy chihuahua related stuff. Hi, bro. What up, HB? All right, I'm just skipping to the bottom. Hey Kevin, how long should I be doing giveaways? Until you get to page 1. If you're giving away the right amount of units, then you're going to be able to get there within 3 to 7 days. You just kind of have to know how to do it. Isn't an email extractor also good as Clickfunnels? What do you mean by that, Richie? I'm not sure what you mean. A product that I want to research has a limit per customer, so I can't track sales with the iTrack method. Chappie, I mean, the reason that honestly, like I started popularizing the iTrack method and the 999 cart trick, and now like a lot of like savvy sellers put max quantity orders onto their products. But there's ways around that, and there's ways to see how much they're selling and things like that, which I obviously teach in the Amazon masterclass. Dropshipping in Germany, thoughts? Yeah, I mean Germany's an absolutely enormous market. They're one of the biggest international customers for me, for sure. Like Germany is an absolute powerhouse of an economy, and it doesn't get nearly as much competition or saturation as the US market. How to optimize checkout page for more purchases. I mean, you can use heat maps. Heat maps are pretty cool. Seeing where your customers are actually clicking, like within the ecosystem of your kind of sales process, is really cool. Optimizing the checkout process, the easiest and best way to do that is to go out and look at what the best stores are doing, right? Go look what Kylie Jenner's store does on their checkout and copy it. Go look at what ColourPop does with their checkout page and copy it. Like they have, big teams and hundreds of millions of dollars behind these things. They're testing everything. They're split testing everything with optimizing and things like that. And like you don't have to do any of the work. All you have to do is go find the most popular stores that are making the most money and then just apply it to your own. Kevin is the real baller. Thanks, Josephine. I appreciate that. Hey Kevin, I'm trying to start my own dropshipping business and I'm from Morocco, Africa. So my question is, dropshipping on eBay profitable? Yeah, it can be, but dropshipping with Shopify is much more kind of scalable, especially if you're doing it right with Facebook ads and paid traffic. 3 tips on growing a YouTube audience you blew up. Patty Mead. I mean, to be honest, like I just randomly made a YouTube when I first started. People were just telling me, Kevin, like these Amazon strategies that you're using are awesome. Like no one else is teaching this anywhere. Like I've taken all the courses. Like you should, start a YouTube. And so one day I just, made 3 random videos at my the old house that I was renting in Denver in between 2, traveling trips. And I made 3 videos. I made one on keywords, one on product research, and one on how to get reimbursements or something from Amazon. And then I literally left the next day after I published those to Brazil, and I went to Brazil and I did Carnival and I went all through South America and I forgot about YouTube. And then all of a sudden I was getting so many comments and messages and notifications and things like that I was like, okay, this is real. Like I need to actually start focusing on this. But to answer your question, I mean, the tips to grow an audience are look at where the questions people are asking. Like the most popular thing for Amazon is product research videos. And that's why, focusing on product research videos gets you in front of the most eyes. And, if you're actually providing real value and you have high energy and you're obviously passionate and you're teaching, things that can be immediately actionable in people's businesses, then, you're going to do fine. I would like to keep my separate businesses on Amazon selling their own items. Yeah, I mean, I have multiple Amazon accounts. The Amazon will usually approve you for one extra account, having a second account. And I have a template and like a kind of a secret email address of where to send that template that will allow you to have Amazon give you a second account. And then you can keep things kind of separate. I generally recommend having one at least brand account where it's like you're selling all kind of horizontally related stuff like basketballs, basketball shoes, basketball hoops, basketball nets, all of that, and then one kind of like high margin account where everything's like different, but they're just individually kind of profitable products, but they don't have to be related. How did you start your FBA business? I started my FBA business because I hated my job, to be honest. I really hated my accounting job. And I was like, I gotta figure out something. And I was trying a bunch of stuff. And I made an app, I made websites, I made blogs. I tried to do affiliate marketing with Amazon. I tried a lot of stuff, and then I kind of happened on Amazon FBA, and I was like, oh my God, like I buy everything off Amazon. This is gonna work. And I kind of just went all in. Really, really wanna get your course? Yeah, man, check it out if you want. I mean, we have a free link down in the description. Christopher, if you want to watch the webinar. Kevin, I'm using ZonMaster since 2.5 months, but I'm not getting reviews from the customers. Can you tell me alternative step to take? Yeah, I mean, it's not ZonMaster, right? ZonMaster does what it's programmed to do. It's about what, the content of your email follow-ups. So you have to know how to get people to engage. And, we teach that, again, really in depth. And I think I have a free video on how to get more reviews on my YouTube channel if you want to just check out the free one. It doesn't go as in depth, obviously, but, it's just little tricks that I figured out to get people to give you reviews. Do you know why AliExpress is not aggressively marketing on Facebook, for example? Because AliExpress doesn't make money from Facebook. They make money, from supplier agreements and from, charging kind of like platform fees, how Airbnb does. So like them advertising on Facebook would kind of defeat the purpose of the dropshipping model, and they'd make less money. Kevin, you should do more videos about what you do in your spare time, like self-improvement. Yeah, Tommy, I'm going to do that. Kind of like, I have some big plans in the next month. And so we're doing our second ever meetup, and there's going to be a ton of people there, a ton of like extremely, successful entrepreneurs. Dan Da Silva, ODI Productions, a bunch of YouTubers and things like that. And so I have some big plans. You guys will know about it soon, but I promise I will eventually make videos like that, Tommy. I do like it, but not quite yet. Hi Kevin, again, are you single? What's up, Alyssa? So Kevin, I have a question about Amazon FBA. Do you put your products on affiliate programs like ClickBank? Yeah, you can. ClickBank has kind of like a rigorous process though to get a physical product approved to be able to be sold on ClickBank. And so it's kind of, it's difficult to say the least. Hi Kevin, I'm Aziz from the UK. I want to import some very light products from China by DHL. Do I need DDP? Because I'm a little bit confused. Yeah, I mean, if I were you, Aziz, I would just go research Seller Kai, Kai, and email their support. They're a great company, and they'll be able to answer your questions about DDP and shipping and things like that. And they can probably orchestrate it for you, the shipping process, even for a cheaper price than you could get a hold of. Thoughts on Printful plus Amazon? Yeah, I mean, print on demand is kind of Shopify specific though, and then merch by Amazon is Amazon specific, Lily. So if you want to use Amazon to sell t-shirts, then go sign up for a print on demand, a merch by Amazon account. And then merch by Amazon is crazy because Amazon has so many they just have so many customers that it's just ridiculous. Like you can make a shirt and not advertise it at all, and then all of a sudden you have $1,000 in sales. And we teach how to do merch by Amazon in my course. That's one of the bonuses, and it's very powerful. What was your first job? Yeah, it was accounting. My first job when I was a kid was actually lifeguarding when I was like 14, but my first job out of college was accounting for a company called PwC, and I didn't like it at all. We worked too much, and it was just a job that grinds you. Like they didn't care about me. Like they fake like they did, but again, I was just a cog. I was just a pawn. I didn't have any meaning. I wasn't able to be creative. I wasn't able to do what I wanted. I had to be in the same place every day. I only got 2 weeks a year vacation. Like it's just not how you're supposed to live as a human. You only get one life. So wasting it at a job you don't like and that you're not able to like feel happy with is the worst possible thing you could do. Hey Kevin. Oh wow, there's a lot of messages. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. Yo Kevin, I just sadly found you yesterday on YouTube. You got me inspired by trying the Shopify game for myself. I hope that your tips and tricks will help me. Take care. Oh, nice. You're welcome, Danilo. Sammy, hey Kevin, how's it going? Love your stuff. You too. Do you prefer Shopify or Clickfunnels? I mean, they're for different things, right? Shopify is for physical products, drop shipping, and things like that. ClickFunnels is really good at digital products. Like if you're selling courses and you need like a membership site that people can make accounts for and view content, ClickFunnels is amazing for that. Hey, Sir Kevin, I have shared a t-shirt design with you and Odie on Instagram. Please, would you take a look at it? I will appreciate it very highly. Sorry for disturbing you and Odie. Yeah, send it to me again, Enrique. I'll take a look at it right after the stream. Could you please explain in depth how does coupons via JumpSend work? I'm going crazy understanding them. Yeah, Maria. I mean, it would be hard to explain that via voice, but take a look at their tutorials. They make it a pretty simple process, and there's YouTube tutorials on how to do it. How many event conversions do you need to optimize for that event? I mean, 100 or more. TJ Illy. But 1,000 is better, right? Like 1,000 view contents, or like 100 add to carts, or 1,000 purchases. But 100 is kind of like the minimum that you want. What's up, Kevin? I just joined. What's up, Nelson? How are you? Should I buy Intelligence or Ollie Inspector? I prefer Intelligence, but we're actually in the process of creating a brand new tool that's gonna just absolutely blow everything out of the water for Shopify product research, which I will obviously release to you guys and teach you how to use once it's done. Florida, bro? No, I'm in San Diego right now, but I'm gonna be in Vegas soon. Kevin, do you do any currency trading with like Forex? No, I don't really, Colin. I think that's kind of gambling, and it's not something that I like sleeping at night, and like Forex and crypto and all that stuff. While it's like fun and some people made a fortune, most people are losing with that, and I can't compete against like all these computer algorithms and things like that are just outsmarting the common person. And so when I invest my money, I invest it in myself, and it's paid off hugely. Do you know how to dropship food? Well, you can dropship like preservative food that doesn't rot and things like that. And then if you want to do like kind of like the bundles, there's some ways to do that too. Is kitchenware a bad niche? No, I mean home and kitchen is probably one of the best niches, to be honest. Like there's so many like little trinkets that people need for their kitchens. It's one of the categories that I've made the most money in, actually. I'm doing well with a restricted product on Amazon, but can't scale further with Facebook because can't advertise it. Can you think of any ways around it? Yeah, take a look at influencers. If it's like a restricted product, like a sex product or a gun or something like that, there's like all types of influencers out there who are specific to that niche on Instagram. So reach out to them, or reach out to the same influencers on Facebook, or try Google advertising, Snapchat advertising, one of the other kind of other ones. Tips for getting accepted on Merch by Amazon. Yeah, getting accepted by Merch by Amazon is actually pretty easy now. It used to be kind of like a 3 to 6 month process, but now it's like you get approved pretty much in like under a week. How many purchases do I need to optimize for purchase? 100 or more is what you want. Hi Kevin, ended up closing my Shopify store. Tried Google and Facebook, a lot of visits but no sales. Yeah, I mean when that happens, Christopher, it kind of means to me that either it's the wrong product or it's the wrong audience building. So, when people come to me and they say, I've got a bunch of people who clicked on my ads, and that means that the ads are set up okay, but then there's a disconnect in the later part of the process. That either means that your store is not optimized correctly, but to me what it means is you're either not selling the right product, or you're not doing your targeting correctly on Facebook. Those are the two biggest things. Literally being successful on Shopify is 90% product choice and testing advertising, and 10% everything else. Do you recommend Printful? Yeah, it's good. What is the best way to grow credibility on a Facebook page before advertising for Shopify? I mean, you can run PPE engagement ads, which basically just people will like your page or whatever, and then when people see that there's like 1,000 likes for a page, then they'll be a little bit more interested in it. Yeah, I recommend Printful. Hi Kevin, how to build a strong team. I mean, building a team is something that's so difficult, right? Like finding employees that are actually worth the money you're paying them, but you just have to keep doing it until you find people that are meshing well with your personality, and that obviously are working and that you can trust absolutely. So I don't have any magic bullets for that. Just keep trying until you find them, and then hold on to them if they're doing a good job. Hey Kevin, do you recommend general stores to start? No, absolutely not, Andrea. I recommend niche stores. What's your passion that you would want to do that you're not doing yet, Kevin? My passion that I'd like to do that I'm not doing yet is probably software. I've been really lucky, like, to be honest. I've done pretty much everything I've ever wanted to do. Like, I've traveled the whole world basically, besides Africa. I've started businesses. I've become an entrepreneur. I bought my dream home. I live in the city that I want to live. Like, I've been really lucky. But one of the things I haven't really gotten into that I am passionate about and would like to and am starting to get into is software. FB Pixel only showing page view and not tracking anything else. Please help. Have you go download the Chrome extension FB Pixel Helper and then check and then actually run the FB Pixel Helper on your other pages, and it'll tell you what's set up and what's not, and then you can fix it from there. Hello Kevin, I want to try Shopify, but I don't have a credit card. Any bypass tricks for the plan to unlock my store? Not really. I mean, Shopify's entire business model is set up so that you have to pay to use their services. Tips for a perfect launch of a product? Yeah, I mean, that's a intense question, but I mean, for the most part, you want to launch a product so that you're selling or giving away, 1 or 2 units more than what the average of page 1 is selling. So if there's 20 people on page 1 and they're all selling 10 a day, you want to give away 12 a day for that specific keyword that you're most targeting, and then you'll outrank them onto page 1. And then if your product's good and your pictures are good and you have reviews, then you're gonna maintain that rank. What's that record at your back? It's a 2 Comma Club award, so it means that I made $1 million with one Clickfunnels website. So we did our first million for the Amazon FBA course in about 57 days, which was the fastest ever at the time for the 2 Comma Club award. What is your advice for getting content for a business? What do you mean by getting content? How much do companies pay you for consulting? I don't do consulting anymore. I mean, I get reached out to all the time. I was charging $1,000 an hour, but then I just stopped. I stopped offering it because too many people were getting it, and then it was starting to take up all of my time. And that's just, it's not about money to me anymore at all, which is weird kind of for some people to think about. And it would probably be weird for me a few years ago, but now it's not about money. It's about freedom, and it's about being able to do what I want all the time. And consulting, while I do love it, especially if it's in kind of a positive light, but I just stopped doing it because it was just becoming too much. Do Facebook ads work for FBA Amazon? Yeah, of course. FBA versus Shopify, they're both amazing opportunities. Generally what I say is if you have more than $3,000 to invest, do Amazon. If you have less than $3,000 to invest, do Shopify, right? And I generally say that you should do both. In a perfect world, let's say that you have $5,000 to invest. My exact strategy would be Amazon FBA first, get your products up and running while they're shipping to the USA, right? Because it takes time for that to happen. Start Shopify, and then you can have both simultaneously running, right? Because it's like diversification in any type of investing. The people who are successful and the people who are making the most money are the ones who are diversified, right? They have streams of income from Amazon. They have streams of income from Shopify and things like that. Hi, Kevin. Juan from sunny Barcelona here. Oh, nice. I'll be in Barcelona probably maybe in July of this year. I'm not sure yet, but I do want to come to Barcelona this year. Which one is better to use, WordPress, WooCommerce, or Shopify, since I already host an account for other stuff that I don't use other than e-commerce? The answer, Matthew, is they're for different things. I think Shopify is more maturely set up than WooCommerce, and I'm just more comfortable with it. So I would say definitely Shopify. WordPress is more like for blogs, in my opinion. It's not really as smooth from an e-commerce perspective. What mindset should we feel to actually fly with our first product of choice? I mean, the mindset you need is confidence, right? Like, you need to do your due diligence, understand how it works well enough to feel comfortable actually investing, multiple thousands of dollars into a product, especially for Amazon. Please, Kevin, I need to hear your recommendations for Google AdWords for 2018. What do you mean by that, Enrique? Good niches to get into now. I mean, good niches on Shopify, they change so frequently, right? Like, people made a fortune who started selling enamel pins. People made a fortune who were selling, light up shoes at the right time. People made a fortune who were selling, drone skins. Like, those are the types of products that are successful on Shopify. People that get tripped up with Shopify, they'll, go make a store and they'll put cat necklaces on it because they see that that's what people are teaching in the tutorials. But, that's dead. Shopify has changed. Like, a few years ago, maybe you could go and like sell cat necklaces and like make a bunch of money, but it's over now. You have to be more creative now. You have to find, more specific products. You have to do things a little bit different and creative, right? And that's why I created the Shopify Ninja Masterclass, so that people can, have other ways to figure out how to find these products. And, obviously I can't share everything on YouTube, or else, hundreds of thousands of people would watch it. And so, that's why I keep some of the secret stuff in the Shopify Ninja Masterclass. How do you need a business license to open a Shopify store? How do you pay taxes? Yeah, I mean, I don't need to speak to that. If you want to talk to like a CPA and figure out what's right for you, because I don't know where you live and things like that, but it's not too complicated. So don't let it stop you, right? My recommendation would be make a profitable store before you worry about that stuff. Because if you worry about all that stuff, it'll bog you down and you won't be able to create a profitable store, and taxes and things won't matter because you're not making any money. How to keep the fire when everything goes wrong. I mean, you keep the fire by having a kind of a network of people, right? That's why I think that the private groups for my courses are so important, because everyone is like a family, right? They're helping each other with problems. They're keeping each other going. They're showing each other success stories, which kind of builds that motivation, because it's really easy to be motivated for like a day or two, right? Or even a week or even a month, but it's very difficult to maintain motivation like every month, right? All year long. It's very difficult. So you have to kind of find, that core group of people that you really love and love you back, and use them as motivation, and in turn motivate them as well. Can I start dropshipping for 500? Yeah, definitely. I recently tried women's clothing as a niche, got conversions, but not enough to cover the cost of advertising. What would you recommend? Scale or kill? I killed it until I have a better idea. Yeah, I mean, clothing, I don't really like that much, to be honest, just because there's like so many SKUs and there's sizes, and people, if a girl orders something and she doesn't like it, she's going to return it, and they have to figure out all the like returns back to AliExpress and things like that. There's some things that would be a good idea, like, very expensive products that like you could sell 100 and people could return like 50 of them and you'd still make a ton of profit, like bikinis and things like that. But, clothing in general, I'm not a huge fan of. Hi Kevin, I'm new. Can I use some photos from the internet and editing to put on my packaging? Thank you for doing this and helping a lot of people. Don't copy anyone's photos if you're doing Amazon. Amazon has really sophisticated technology to figure out if people are using copyrighted photos, and they'll shut you down. Use your own photos. Even if you don't have any budget, then have your supplier ship you one of your products to your house, and just take photos in like the bathtub with your iPhone with flash on, and then remove the background in Photoshop. 500 is good for Kevin's course. Can we have it for 500, please? Watch the Shopify webinar. There might be a little coupon in there for you, Imran, so check it out. I wish you had a company and I could work for you in San Diego, dude. I do have a company, Sam. But yeah, I mean, working for me, it would not be too bad because I'm pretty laid back. Any experience with American suppliers, Kevin? Yeah, I do. I use ThomasNet. It's kind of like the AliExpress or Alibaba of the United States. And so if you want to, have faster shipping and, probably a little bit higher quality generally, use American suppliers, use ThomasNet. When you sell from Facebook to Shopify, should your product be more of a problem solver or an impulse buy product? Both work, Robert. It's just about the type of product, right? If you can target somebody who needs a problem solved with a unique proposition and like a unique product at the right price with the right images, they're gonna buy it. It's just that simple. Can you please make a video on how to do ad sets? Yeah, Joe, I will. I'm gonna make a lot more Facebook advertising specific videos. As I finish up the next course that I'm gonna create, which is gonna be the Facebook advertising course. What do you think about eBay and Shopify integration? To be honest, I don't use eBay. Is the soccer niche profitable? It depends, right? You have to find your own sub niche. Soccer in general, trying to sell like jerseys and things like that, is probably completely saturated. Is Clickfunnels mandatory for a successful Shopify store? No, absolutely not. Clickfunnels is actually not good at all at selling physical products yet, and I love Clickfunnels. I'm the biggest supporter of Clickfunnels ever, but they're for physical products, Shopify is much better. Sorry, I meant what's the point in using Jungle Scout for Amazon product research, assuming Viral Launch is more accurate? I mean, I use Viral Launch more often now, but Jungle Scout is still incredibly accurate and is an amazing tool. And Greg Greg did a fantastic job of building that brand and creating like a very powerful tool. Viral Launch just has a few additional features. They're both fantastic pieces of software. 3 ways to increase traffic on your e-store. Facebook ads, and Facebook ads. Just spend more time using what works more successfully. Don't try to like find other ways. Facebook ads just work. Best print on demand site like Printful. Teespring, there's a bunch. Just go check them out on the Shopify App Store and look for which one has like the best pricing and use that. Do you ever get stuck with inventory that doesn't sell? And if so, how do you get rid of them? Yeah, I actually have. And, sometimes we'll literally like donate them to like schools or, if it makes sense, depending on what your product is. And then we'll write that, we'll write that cost off at tax time. What is your why power? My why power? That's an interesting question. Why to me has changed, right? Because like at first, the reason that I was grinding and hustling so hard is because I wanted to become, financially free. Like I wanted to become a millionaire. I wanted to become a multimillionaire. These like goals that I had kind of had when I was a kid. And then, as I started to accomplish them and, I got that financial freedom, I became a millionaire, I became a multimillionaire. Those things feel like they're going to be amazing, and then when it happens, it's like nobody cares. Like people don't know or care at all that you have these things. What becomes fulfilling to people once money is no longer an issue is what makes them happy and feel fulfilled. And to me, that is helping other people escape what I hated so much. And I hated my job so much, and I felt depressed and anxious, and I hated getting up in the morning, and I literally just wasn't a happy person. And I think a lot of other people are in jobs similarly like that they don't like and they don't love and that they hate sometimes, and so my mission and what makes me feel fulfilled now is helping as many people as I possibly can get out of that same mentality and situation that I was once in pretty recently, within the past few years. Hi Kevin, I'm starting out selling used books on FBA. What would your approach be if you were in the same position? To be honest, Gerald, I would just not do that. It's going to be a lot of time and energy, and you're not gonna make much money. It's almost impossible to make money selling books on Amazon now. I'm thinking about making a Shopify store about iPhone cases. Do you think there's money to be made from that still? No, absolutely not. That's an incredibly saturated niche. You have to try to get 100 times more creative than that. iPhone cases, the only way that people are making money is huge kind of like multinational people who are giving away 500 to 1,000 cases a day to get onto page 1, and they're the people who are on page 1, right as the iPhone X launches, and they have the best designs, and like they have review teams and stuff like that. It's a totally saturated niche. How many Shopify stores do you have? I have a few. What is the website called to look at how stuff is selling on Amazon? There's a couple. I use Viral Launch and Jungle Scout. Glad we're blessed to breathe. Just need help with Facebook ads. Any suggestions? Nothing too complex. Yeah, Jason, take a look at my Facebook ads YouTube video. It's the most popular Facebook ads video on YouTube. It ranks in Google for like Facebook ads or how to advertise on Facebook and things like that. Best launch service that you use? I mainly use ZonJump if it's a smaller launch, like less than 10 units a day, and then I use Viral Launch if it's a larger launch, like 10 or more units a day. And if you guys come and join the Amazon FBA Ninjas Facebook group, in the description there's huge discounts for everything, for Viral Launch, the product research, for Viral Launch, the giveaway services, for all of that. And so if you guys are interested, for photos, for everything, join the Amazon FBA Ninjas group. There's huge discounts that you guys can take advantage of. Would you suggest starting with Instagram influencers or Facebook ads? I would suggest both. Instagram influencers is easier, right? Because all you have to do is send a message and they'll give you their prices and you negotiate it down and you check their engagement and things like that. And if it's similar to what you're selling, right, it's not that difficult to kind of get things going. But Facebook ads is much more scalable, right? Like you can't just keep paying to have shout outs forever because like you run out of influencers and you run out of people. With Facebook ads, you can continue to scale them, more or less infinitely. Because lookalike audiences, you can create a 2 million person audience, and you're not going to run through that as quickly as someone's following on Instagram. Best steps to start wholesale on Amazon. Reach out to my friend David Arnett. If you guys haven't, there's the Ninja podcast, the most recent Ninja podcast that we did. And if you Google search, Kevin David Ninja podcast, you'll find it on iTunes. I did a podcast with my buddy who does $28 million from wholesaling on Amazon. The dude's an absolute stud. He's like from the South. He has a funny accent, but he knows exactly what he's doing. So if you guys are interested in Amazon wholesale, check him out. He's incredible. And also check out my buddy Watch Me Amazon on Instagram. He does a great job with wholesaling as well. They're both absolute killers. What do you think of Shop Express software for affiliate marketing with Amazon? I mean, affiliate marketing on Shopify is actually affiliate marketing with Amazon. Affiliate marketing with Amazon is interesting, right? Because you like build a blog and you make like the 10 best Mother's Day gifts, and then you use your affiliate link, right? And if you know SEO and you can rank on Google, or you have like a big network of like PR and things like that, it can work. But again, it's not as viable a business model as Amazon FBA. So it's like there's 1,000 different things we could do. Like I could go start like a lawn mowing service, and I guarantee I could make money. But could I scale a lawn mowing business to $10,000 a day profit? No, I couldn't. Like unless I had this huge network of lawnmowers, and then there'd be employees and salaries and all these things, right? If I had 4 hours to cut down a tree, I'd spend the first 3 hours sharpening the axe, right? Do your research up front. What is the best option for you? Don't dabble in a million different things and then try to like make them all work, because you'll fail at all of them. Find the one that's best and then 100% devote your energy to it. You're truly inspiring, Kevin. Coming up with money to take your course is going to be hard, but I'm working on it. Can I make installments? Yeah, you can, Tate. For both courses, we have installment plans. It's $397 a month times 3 months. You can use Viral Launch for Shopify dropship research, right? Yeah, I mean, Viral Launch is specifically for the Amazon platform, but in one of my recent videos, I showed you how to find the restricted products on Amazon and then kind of use that as ideas to sell those products on Shopify, because people are doing a fantastic job with that. Jesus Christ Almighty, bless your life anywhere you step. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate that. Is the MLB jersey market good? No, I would say not. It's very saturated, and like there's licensing issues and things like that, so it's not something that I would pursue. What are your thoughts about the UK dropshipping market? It's fantastic, right? The UK market is the second biggest market, and it's growing probably the fastest. So the UK market is fantastic for Amazon. The people who are getting into the UK market for Amazon are positioning themselves to be the leaders. How people who got on Amazon FBA, in some of the more saturated niches a few years ago are now, right? So if you get into the UK, you can build that review lead that's so difficult to catch as like a new seller. What do you think of YouTube pre-roll ads as a cheaper cost per click alternative to Facebook? Yeah, I mean, I use YouTube ads a lot. I think they're fantastic. I think a lot of people have a hard time with it though, because creating kind of professional, high quality studio level content, like from a video perspective, is difficult if you have like a normal job or you don't have like a bunch of money to spend on videographers and things like that. So if you are good at it, and if you can create high quality videos, surrounding your product or your service or whatever it is, then YouTube's a fantastic place to advertise. Would you ever consider doing private lending? No. But actually, my buddy is opening a lending service that people could use. According to the book, what is the one thing or ability you would recommend for a marketer? Testing, right? Like optimizing. People don't realize, like they spend a bunch of time making an ad and they launch it and it performs like crap, and then they record a video of them like talking on their phone, and it performs great. You never really know what the market is going to do until you put yourself out there and you create content and you create advertisements. So the people who succeed are the ones who make a bunch of ads and then test them a bunch of ways. But a lot of people aren't willing to do that because it's harder and it takes more time. And so, that's why they fail, and the people who are willing to do it succeed. If I message you on Facebook about possible business ideas I have, will you message me back? It's about software. Yeah, man. Send a Facebook message. I love to talk to you guys. Send me a Facebook message to the official Kevin David Facebook page, and we can chat there. But you can't use Facebook ads for those items they don't allow, right? Well, it depends. Facebook has their own terms of service. Amazon has their own terms of service. So the people who are super sneaky find the products that aren't able to be sold on Amazon, but are able to be advertised on Facebook, and those are the people who make a killing. How can the giveaway method not violate Amazon's terms? Because it doesn't. Everyone does it every day. Viral launches, like entire business was built off of that. What do you think of the jewelry and fashion accessory niche? I mean, it could be good. It depends on what, right? It has to be trending. Jewelry is an interesting one because it has, what I like to call perceived value. Perceived value basically means that, it seems expensive, but it's not actually expensive. And that's a fantastic product to sell on Shopify because, a piece of jewelry, like a little turtle necklace or whatever, like you target people that like turtles, and you target people who have, when Mother's Day is coming, like there's ways to do it seasonal, like from a seasonal perspective that are fantastic. The people who are killing it with jewelry are the ones who find the ultra niches, right? Like they'll do like a turtle that says like "Love you, Mom" for Mother's Day, or like a reindeer that has like a heart with like your mom on it for Christmas or whatever. And those are bad examples, but jewelry costs like $1 or $2 to make, and you could sell it for 20 or even 50, right? And like those margins are so huge that you can spend a lot on advertising and you can reach more people, and then you can convert. And then once you get those conversions, then your Facebook pixel gets smarter, and your Facebook pixel gets smarter, then your Facebook pixel is able to make you more money for less cost. And that's kind of the way that you scale Facebook ads. How many hours is your one-on-one? It's just 1 hour, but I don't do it anymore. I was charging $1,000 an hour, but it was becoming too much. Too many people were buying it. If I own a Shopify store, I need to pay for fulfillment warehouse, or do I need to only ship products from suppliers after each order? Yeah, you don't need to pay for a fulfillment warehouse, Dr. Croc. I mean, you can literally. I think I watched one of your YouTube videos, Dr. Croc. Did you message me on Instagram? You had a funny YouTube video, I think. But yeah, you can just ship them straight from your AliExpress manufacturers. Kevin, do you think the barbecue niche is hot in the U.S. market, especially now that summer comes? I mean, thinking about seasonality is a good idea because everyone out there is teaching you to not buy seasonal products, but the barbecue niche just happens to be one that's extremely saturated on Amazon. Like, go look at like grill brushes and you'll literally see like 3,000 reviews for them. It's ridiculous. I'm 16 and hoping. Oh man, I just missed that. Hey Kevin, do you think it's worth spending about $1,000 on Instagram influencers for ads for Shopify? I mean, they'd have to be enormous pages to pay $1,000, like with millions of followers and like a huge engagement, and I would definitely Instagram influencers. I pay usually between $20 and $150 for. Can I send my giveaways to myself until I get onto page 1? No, Amazon's way smarter than that. Have you read Expert Secrets? Yeah, I've read it probably like 5 or 10 times. It's one of the most applicable books to my personal life that I've ever read. Hi David, I watch your videos for Shopify setup. You know the button that says Shop Now? When I click it, it just reloads the page. How do I get it to click on a different page to my store? Oh, you set a collection, right? You create a collection and then you have the button linked to that collection. And then, the Shop Now button then becomes, the link to like your best sellers or whatever you want. Your ad is following me everywhere in Sweden, bro. Good. Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to see it, you can say see less like this, but yeah, I mean, my advertising, I've been scaling up consistently since I got back to the USA, and it's been fun kind of spending, thousands and thousands of dollars a day now on my ads. Hey, so I'm part of the Ninja group and I made engagement ads and then use those to make traffic ads, but the pixel data I've gathered isn't really helping and there aren't any sales suggestions. The point of PPE is to build social proof, right? So you do PPE to get likes, comments, shares on your ad. Then you make a traffic campaign once it has the social proof, and then people are actually seeing that the ad is interesting, other people are interested in it, so they click it, they come to your store, right? If no one's adding a cart or no one's doing anything like that, then you need to improve, your landing page, the first page they see, or the product page in some way, right? If no one's adding, no one's purchasing, then maybe it's the wrong product or it's the wrong targeting. Remember, always spend your time on making your targeting better on Facebook and making testing more products on Shopify, and eventually you will find one that works. Why are so many people saying that they haven't made a dime in their dropshipping stores? Probably because the people who are making money in their dropshipping stores aren't talking about it as much as the people who aren't, is what I would think. Suppliers on Alibaba are making money on freight forwarding. How can I know the shipping fee they are really paying? You can't, but I mean, you can see what people are generally charging for e-packet shipping, and for the most part, it's actually quite cheap. So, I mean, you could ask them, but for the most part, e-packet shipping is kind of what it is, unless you're ordering in bulk, and then you can actually get that down. Because like a cool strategy, right, is like, let's say that I was selling like a flame bulb, right? And so like I'm selling a flame bulb, I start to get some sales, I start to get 10 sales a day, right? Then what I would do is I would order, maybe 2 weeks worth. So if I was 10 a day for 14 days, I'd order 140 units, ship it to a USA warehouse, fulfill it in 2 days, right? And then I'm selling more because I can say that my shipping's faster, and start off small, don't invest, right, for Shopify, because you can do it without risking any capital. And then once you've proven that the product's selling, you have the campaign set up and things like that, then you can buy a few more, right, get them for a cheaper price, increase your profit margins, things like that. How do you get a hold of influencers on Instagram or YouTube? Message them. Hey Kevin, do you think selling dog products is a good niche? I mean, not in a general dog product. No, definitely not, right? That's exactly what I was saying not to do. Because everyone thinks that selling a dog product is gonna work, but everyone's doing it, right? So if you're gonna sell a dog product, sell it like a pit bull product for grandmas who love their pit bull. Like, that's specific enough. I have proof your testimonials are made up. You use the exact same testimonials for multiple different names. No, I didn't. All my testimonials are people in the actual group. Should I use FBA or my own warehouse when launching a product? I would use FBA for sure. It's cheap enough, and you want to make sure that you're profitable. Do you think it's worth spending $1,000 on Instagram influencer ads? I already answered that. In order to get on page 1 on Amazon, can I theoretically mail myself the giveaways? No, I already answered that too, actually. Please answer, what should be my first steps? For what? I mean, your first step should be doing the research as to what you want to actually do. What you want to do from a Shopify perspective, whether it's Shopify, whether it's Amazon, whether it's, starting a Facebook ads agency or things like that. Is $20 a day for 5 days good for Instagram ads? I'm just starting out. Will I get any sales? Yeah, I mean, you could, if you're targeting correctly, $20 a day, you could definitely see some sales or some, people at least viewing your site and things like that. College is a scam. Yeah, I mean, I think college is good for some things. I learned a lot about myself. I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of people. I kind of learned about potential ways to take my life. If I could go back and do it again, I probably wouldn't do college again. But, that's my opinion on college. If I could go back, I personally wouldn't go to college again. I would start my business sooner. But I think college is good for some people who don't kind of know what they want to do and they want to try to figure it out. But at the same time, that's a very expensive way to try to figure it out. And you don't ever want to get yourself in a ton of student debt just because you don't know what you want to do, right? Figure it out. Spend time figuring out what you want and then kind of go from there. But I would never recommend just going to college just to try to figure out what you want to do, because it's very expensive. Drop shipping. PayPal froze my account. Ad account stuck as well. What do I do next? Well, I have multiple ad accounts because Facebook, it can be kind of annoying about shutting them down. And so you can make a business manager and set up new ad accounts. As far as a PayPal is concerned, right? You can check out to checkout, or you can check out Stripe and things like that, or Shopify payments to accept payments in another way. College is fine. It's like a job. Don't quit until you're confident and don't need it. Yeah, it's not bad. All right, guys. There's almost 200 of us still here, but I'm gonna answer probably 1 or 2 more questions, and then I'm gonna take off. Sir, are you planning to do a webinar about Facebook PLA? No, but the PLAs will be in the Facebook ad course once I kind of create it. So I'm tentatively planning right now that the Facebook ads course will be out before the Las Vegas meetup, which means that it will be out before May 31st is what I'm planning right now. And I'm saying that publicly because I want some accountability for myself, as to finishing it. Could I transfer the pixel? Yeah, you absolutely can. Were you involved in Vima at all back before they got shut down? No, I'm not sure what that is. Hey Kevin, do you register a business before starting Shopify or Amazon FBA? I mean, I wouldn't worry about it too much. If you're selling dangerous products, then maybe you want to set up an LLC to protect your personal assets. But like I always say, right, don't let the small stuff bog you down. Make a profitable store first, and then figure out like all the like taxes and other things like that. Because if you're not making money, then none of the other stuff matters. What is your monthly income from Amazon FBA and dropshipping? A lot more than I was making at PwC. Hey bro, how many sales before I create a lookalike audience? I mean, I generally like to do 100 sales. Talha, I'll answer this again. Do you think it's worth spending $1,000 on influencer ads as a beginner? No, I generally recommend spending $20 to $150 per Instagram shout out, and those have to be large pages. You should do a full breakdown on Clickfunnels and how to use it for different businesses. Yeah, you're right. I should. I mean, I did a kind of a shorter one of that, Hustling Millennials. Check out my YouTube page, or check out the YouTube channel. I have the most popular video on YouTube for ClickFunnels, and so it's kind of an intro to ClickFunnels. I share a bunch of funnels that you can start using today, like funnels for Shopify, ones that I've proven work, funnels for Amazon for getting, for distributing coupons and things like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna answer one more question and then I'm out. Do you suggest putting the scarcity and urgency apps on your Shopify product pages, countdown timer, and stock level? It's hard to believe that people actually fall for it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say fall for it, but like people do fall for it. People understand. One of the things that I've learned is, and Russell Brunson taught me this. He would say that like when he first started, he would like get on stage and he was like, yeah, like I knew that people like weren't gonna like fall for all those like tricks and marketing tricks and scarcity and the value ladder and all of that stuff. And he said that he would get on stage and he would treat the audience as if they knew about all of that, they were smarter than that, and he was trying to be respectful by not doing any of those marketing tactics to them. And he said that he got 0 sales. And then when he changed his marketing tactics and his speeches and everything like that to include the marketing tactics that work, like urgency, like those things, then he would get a ton of sales. And so I understand where you're coming from, where you say people aren't going to fall for the urgency apps, but it just, the reason that marketing has a lot of these stereotypical things like scarcity, things like that, discounts, coupons, is because they work. It's just human nature and they work. That's why Walmart has sales. That's why all of these big companies have sales prices, with $50 crossed out and today only $25. People like feeling that value. They like, they want to get it before, it goes out of style. Kevin is the GOAT. Thanks. All right, guys, I'm taking off. I hope you guys enjoyed this little Saturday session. Is that the 2 Comma Club award behind you? Yeah, it is. It's one of them. I have the second one on the way actually right now, and then hopefully there'll be a third one for Facebook. I think that the Facebook ads course is going to completely change the game. Like, it's going to be a course on how to use Facebook for Shopify, how to use Facebook for Amazon. But the unique part about my course is it's going to be how to create a huge monthly income, right? $30,000 a month profit without any product, right? And it's free to get started. It's going to be one of the best. I'm so excited for it. And starting, literally on the 1st, I'm shutting down everything and just focusing on finishing the Facebook ads course. How to make $30,000 a month profit with $0 to start. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love talking to you guys. I love answering your questions. If you want to check out the free trainings below, there's one on Amazon, there's one on Shopify. If you aren't subscribed, do it because I love you guys. And we'll see you on the next one. I hope